What is up, total excellence dudes? Thank you all so much for watching this stream, guys. I am having an awesome weekend and hope you guys are as well. Whether you guys are watching it live, pre-recorded, which I truly appreciate, as well as, watching my progress and how I'm doing the flock. And I'm even like wearing the flock shirt because, I gotta like represent what I'm working on. So let me just showcase the page for you dudes. So this is just total transparency of, whenever Scott sends me like a page and comes with flats and everything. So this is pretty much how everything looks. All right, so I already got everything done. So now my main focus is just getting what I'm trying to do is, there we go, perfect. So I got right over here, previous page as my reference for the colors and everything that I colored beforehand. So let's go on ahead and just start coloring this piece, man. So, these are not the most exciting pages, but going that. So this here is Huck, aka the Goose Man, our main protagonist of the series. Let me see. Now let's go and this and that. Okay, and then what else? Got a skin tone here. Nice and vibrant. See? Oh, shoot. I didn't even check in the chat. We got AKA Pad in the chat. Ayo, what is up? I am doing awesome, man. Thanks for coming by, Peter, AKA DeLuca. So yeah, dudes. Thanks for coming by, bud. Alrighty, now let's see here. Yeah, so what I'm doing here, I'm using more saturated colors just to like complement the style of, this new art style that let me see. It's a good thing I have this comic here, issue 2. So that way, it's Gino, the artist. Freaking Gino, man. His art style has changed so much, man, and I'm just so freaking excited to try out this new coloring style that I'm doing. It's more like, what is it? Just more like saturated and also like cell shaded coloring style. Because I I'm like looking at a freaking like cartoon right now, and I love cartoons. They're not like how they used to be, unfortunately. Let me see. Am I even using the same colors? Yeah, it's the same colors. Why is it not doing anything? Any changes? No, there's only his skin. Okay, this is weird. Okay. I guess it's the same color. I guess it's the same color scheme, I guess. Alright. So let me go and get this really quick. Change his hair. As well as his shirt. Just to save us some time. Alright. Now. Oh no, that's not it. This is it. Okay. But I freaking love cartoons, man. I absolutely love cartoons. This This art style here is just I don't know. It just hits like it's something that I would want to pick up and read. And Gino literally like hit it out of the park, man. See, let me go and use the lasso tool just to undo this to unselect this wall here. Okay. All right, perfect. Now we just change his hair. Did I put a time lapse on this? Gosh dang it, I did not. Okay, and then now I put the time lapse. But anyways, going this really quick just to like undo all this here. It still selects his hair. Boom. Now we got our guy's hair in. Then what else is left? Yeah, I gotta change his sleeves as well. That's very important. Oh, you know, I just realized I gotta change. No, wait, do I? Let me double check. Let me check on page 4. Where's page 4? Unless it's not in my history, then I might have to open it on my browser. Because that's the page that I did last time on the last stream. I didn't go too far, actually. Here's the finished page, guys. Yeah, no, his sleeves are still orange. So I'll do that. Alright, so it's basically the shoulders that are that yellow. So yeah, man, whenever I color these pages, I feel like, I don't know, like I'm a cartoonist. Just basically a colorist for a cartoon. You know, I don't really much watch TV anymore because I mostly just want to work on creative stuff like this. And then hope one day I'll get to like maybe talk to Gino. I don't know about meeting him because he lives in oh my gosh, where does this dude live? Now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, I would like to talk to him and know like what was his influences when he found this new style he has, because this I don't know, this just screams familiarity. Who knows, maybe it's Bruce Timm, because it does have this Bruce Timm vibe to it. That Scott himself, the creator for the flock, told me that it just has this Bruce Timm influence in it. Oh, see, this is little things like this is I have to be careful of. I even put his collar, like the little collar, is black, so that's something that I have to keep in mind whenever I color his shirt. Just little stuff like that is what's gonna make or break a comic. Is honestly consistency. Did I say that right? Consistency. Okay. Yes, I did. Okay. Let me go over here. Do that. And then Boom, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Save. Okay. Then can do. What else is left here? Gotta change his pants to this color. His pants, does his shoes show? No, it doesn't, but it does show his socks. Let's do that. Show off his shorts. Boom, bam. Does this show he wear a belt? Doesn't seem like it. Even like in his drawing, it doesn't imply that he's wearing a belt. I think it's just a flyer that just did that. Or he actually does. Okay, I guess he's wearing a belt. I don't know. Just let me look back at the page because it doesn't seem like he's wearing a belt. Because I mean, that's where the zipper is. It doesn't really show you he has a belt on. So just little things like that. That's why I want to double check and see. Me like, okay, maybe I missed something. Let me see. Ooh, I went over his little collar here. So. But yeah, man. I mean, I love cartoons. I wish that, you know, animation is not at this point now where like they want to make everything look like the same and yeah, just make everything look the same. It's just very simplistic and cheap, so that way, you know, they can just make money. But I mean, yeah, that's a goal, right? You just got to make revenue of the thing you create, but you know, I don't know. It's just there's just not a lot of creative people. It's just more like business minded people that are taking over studios, and pretty much that is all just starts off with Disney, of course. Well, not Disney. I think in general, but let me actually look up the founder of DreamWorks. Let me see, founder DreamWorks. Since I'm talking about it, I wanted to let you guys know DreamWorks, which is a really cool name. There we go, Jeffrey Katzenberg. So Jeffrey Katzenberg is going to be an important dude that I'll be talking about in this story. So Jeffrey Katzenberg, he was basically the dude behind the golden age of Disney. That Disney was at a point where they're getting close to bankruptcy, and you know they just they were at a point of bankruptcy. I mean, there's nothing more you could say about it. And they're trying to, they're just hoping and praying that the movies they're working on is going to be a total banger. And there's Jeffrey Casenberg who got in the picture, and he got to be in the director's chair, or maybe not even the director's chair, but like the guy who's just leading the orchestra. And he created this environment where it's pretty much cutthroat, and pretty much like if they do not hit these certain goals, or hit the deadline that each individual has got to, you're fired. Basically, that's the cutthroat business. There is a certain deadline they have to come and meet, and if they do not meet those deadlines, then you're gone. So yeah, it got to like this way where it feels like it's corporate America. Let's say that it feels like it's corporate America type of environment. But guess what? I can't say like it's bad or anything because all the movies that came out turned out great, and the golden age of Disney has existed. You got like, what was it? Because I know it's like maybe after. Try and remember what movies did he even work on? Because this dude, let me see. They're showing all the DreamWorks stuff, but he has done Disney on the back end. I guess he's not credited to that. I guess I don't know why. Shrek 5. What in the world? I'm just looking it up now. I'm like, they just showed Shrek 5. I'm like, what in the world? Shrek 5 is going to be a reboot? Nah. Get out of freaking town, bro. What the heck? I don't know, man. I can't trust these medias, bro. I just can't. Oh no. This is one of the reasons why I gotta be careful of certain selections I make, man. Because I'm gonna freaking. There we go. I'm like, why is his color scheme so flat? There we go. That's a much better color scheme. I was wondering, like, why the heck is it so, like, flat? There you go. Now he looks well blended in with freaking Huck over here. Because, I mean, once they're going to come together in the scene later on. But they look warm and they catch your attention, and that's what I want when you look at, you know, when you look at these pieces here. This is a weird angle, though. This should be okay. Yeah, so it's all good. I can cover all that because usually I don't know why it's like cut in half from the flatter, but that's fine. Flatters have to be at a certain time frame because there was a Proco video talking about comic book coloring, and I was like, oh, comic book coloring. So I was watching it. I wish I know the artist, but the artist basically was his coloring job was when he was working at um, Homage Studios with Jim Lee. So he was working with Jim Lee, and this is like back then when the '90s was exploding. Comic books was at an all-time high, making millions. This, and that, and you know, God, I suck at like coloring while I'm tucking. Well, it's been a while, guys. So I'm just trying to like remember all the little things here and there. Okay, so it's this and this. Gotta I gotta be multitasking now. So pretty much, yeah, it's just basically it. Just that. So just lost my train of thought. Oh my gosh, why? Can't believe I lost my train of thought. Oh, comic book coloring. There we go. So with the comic book coloring, the dude worked at with Jim Lee's studio, and it was very like there were no such thing as layers back then with Photoshop, and I was like, oh my god, that was one thing of my curiosity is like, how the heck did they color back then? You know, because I even had doubts. Like, there was no way when Photoshop first came out that they had layers, because there's just no freaking way, man. And once he said, like, yeah, like, back then there was no layers, and, like, I freaking knew it, you know? And, yeah, there was no layers, and they had to do, um, what? I'm not on Photoshop, so I'm on Clip Studios, which I use mostly now. For my coloring work, I do have Photoshop to, like, do color proofs and all that stuff. This one is, like, all in one done thing. And I think it was like RGB, so they usually have to, like, play around with the layerings of the RGB, and I'm like, oh my god. Like, dude, that is freaking torturous, man. It is like, my jaw dropped when he said that. I'm like, oh my gosh, man, I cannot even imagine the headaches just to make sure that even the colors for the prints is going to be exact too. Because, I mean, again, like, pretty much, like, at least the color scheme that I have here, it's like I have this thing called a craft tone solid swatch colors. So basically, with this, where you guys are looking at here, you get to, like, color, like, the color scheme and the color set is like you get to color it like it's a comic from the 50s, or you can even color it like it's the 90s. That's as far as what they've advertised it to be. And I wanted to have this as, like, a point of reference for me whenever I'm coloring the flock and stuff. And just want to make sure, like, even the color I'm using, like, that color can be used in the 50s. I mean, it's very saturated, though. That's the thing. It's very saturated. Most of the colors I'm using is very saturated. But we can still use it. And I'm coloring in RGB. And I know it's a big, big, big debate. Like, oh, you gotta color in CMYK. I used to be like that too. It's like, just color in CMYK, just to make less drama on yourself. And um, and, it really depends on, like, what your workflow is. And I know we're, like, you can keep, like, certain colors too from RGB colors, and they can still be there in CMYK. It's just more the technical aspect that I know a few colorists from DC Comics, like, they had, like, a certain settings where they can color in RGB, and once, like, they use Photoshop too, is like, there's this trick. And I know that there was another colorist that I follow on YouTube, and I take his courses as well. That's how I learned how to do coloring and stuff. And he showed the trick on the course, like, how you can save your RGB colors on Photoshop and stuff. I believe you have to save it as a TIFF, and then, like, you know you can look it up yourself. You can save it as a TIFF, and then, no, actually, flatten it. You flatten the layers, and then you save it as a TIFF, I believe, something along those lines. But you still keep your RGB colors intact, because once you go to CMYK, the colors become more muted, and it just messes. It just kills the flow. It kills the excitement. Let's see here. Let me just fix this here because I want to follow it. Bam. Okay. Just kind of got to go back, just backtrack to keep all these colors consistent, right? Oh, this dude's hat just got caught. Okay. go. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. Let me see. I just do it like that. Okay. Is it including it? Yes, I'm including. Okay, so yeah, so nothing is gonna change. I just want to double check, man. So the last thing I want is I color over all the freaking stuff that the flatter already made my life easier as it is, and I just made it harder on myself. And go. Okay. Now, ooh, I just realized I did not select that one. So I'm like, why the heck is it not like that? Ooh. Let me use a rectangle square to deselect anything that goes over. Bam. Then I'll just change the table color here. What else? Go and use a rectangle tool. I usually use a rectangle tool to like deselect stuff. Go. Then that. And then just color this here. Yeah, I need to like read more comics because I started like reading comics again. It's not like I stopped. I just stopped buying physical copies. I'm just reading like just only digital and PDF comics, and I noticed that whenever they do scenes, like especially like group scenes that shows like the character and stuff, like I might need to change it. Like maybe isolate this dude here. I don't know. Maybe or maybe not. But I know usually like with crowded scenes, like they usually isolate these characters into like in the same color as the background. So that way like it doesn't distract the reader like, okay, who should I focus on, you know? Who should I focus on? And I'm just gonna use like so this dude is wearing overalls, so I would like to like give him a color scheme of overalls. Let me see. Let me cell shade. I want to use color where he just kind of blends in the background. There we go. Then, oh no, his newspaper. Newspaper. He's a freaking kid. Why would the kid? I don't know. People are different though, but he's a freaking kid. Why would you want to read a boring newspaper? You should be reading a comic book. That's exactly what he's doing. He's reading his comic book. Let me see. Then just change skin tone. Here you go. There you go. Give his trucker hat. I got more. There you go. I think that looks good. So now what I'm going to do next, create another layer, call it like isolated or something. I go in, trying to see if, oh, there we go. That's what I'm trying to do, focus. Just so that, I'm using my phone as my camera, so that way it doesn't distract you guys or you hear like vibration on the camera or something. Oh, geez, I just need myself on the table. Oh, why? I'm kidding. Just like to be dramatic. What I'll do next, I'll just color him over. Oh God. Gosh dang it. It's not what I'm trying to do. Not making me look like an expert. Okay, now. Oh, freaking A. There you go. Now. You see? Look at the difference. He's well blended, but we want him to blend in with the background. And I think I'll do the same thing with the table too. I think, what does it look like? 20%. We could go with 30. 30 is like a good number. Let's try 40 though. I like to experiment. Yeah, this looks great. So now what I'm doing next is I'm basically isolating everything in the scene now to be exactly like how the background is. So now it just focuses more on, our two protagonists. Is there a window in that scene? That is so funny. I guess since it's attached to the shop, we'll make it into this color, right? Oh no, Huck is attached. Perfect. Use that color here. And I'll just use the same color that I used here. Let's see. I think I like this one more. So we'll keep it simple. And I'll just use the same color here. I think I'll use like cyan as a background color. See how cyan looks. This dude's haircut got dyed. There you go. Give it like that. Give that nice cyan color. Kind of want to give Huck like the same color as like the Goose Man. So it just implies like, oh, this is Goose Man. So I think I'll just give him like the same color, just to give it like a hint, like, oh, this is the same guy. Kind of want to give him more brighter brown hair too. That pops. Let's see if we can find one in this color set here. Then again, I don't want to be too bright because then it just insinuates that he's young. Oh, what's up, Jake Twister? How you doing, man? I'm doing excellent, man. How are you doing, Jake? Thanks for coming by the stream, dude. Really like this brown for his hair. See what color we're at now. So we're just experimenting right now, dudes. Let me see. Yeah, it's basically the same color as the flatter gave it. So I'm just gonna go back and just give it to like this color here. Give him this nice round bun down shirt. It looks nice. Looks good. Let me actually look into as well my color theory thing that I downloaded, just so that way you guys can have an idea of what I'm even talking about. There's a hitting the gritty and the grinding my comic. Oh, that's so awesome, dude. That's so awesome, dude. Yeah, man, I have been away from Discord for far too long. I tried to download it on my mobile device, but I don't know. I guess it's just a login or something. I don't know. It just does not want me to log on. I'm going to try again and see. And hopefully it just stopped being stupid. But other than that, dude, I hope you're doing awesome, Jake. Thanks for coming by the stream, dude. And I hope you're having fun as well as all the other comics you're working on, dude. We gotta catch up, man. We had so much fun. Let me see. So trying to find my little color thing I have here to help me out, like just give me an idea for colors and meaning and all this stuff. Because now I want to give like another color background that implies that, um, he's in trouble. He's skipping school, basically. What this scene is showing. I think that's what even Scott told me because I don't have the script on me. Usually, colors, they do have a script, so they have an idea and they know what color to put on the background. But since I don't have that, I'm just implying and showing it, just like the mannerisms of what the artist has provided for me. Let me see. I don't remember where the heck did I put this thing to show me. There it is. This is so good, dudes. I'm going to share it to you too. This is so good. This right here is my cheat sheet. I've quit all social media. I am wrapping up the comic and then leave for a few years. Oh, geez. Okay. If you want to contact me, I can mail you. Yeah, sure, man. Yeah, we'll be pen pals. Okay, man. Hope everything is good with you, dude. Man, trust me, man. I'm not too social on social media either. I'm just using it to like, just promote my stuff and everything. Save that sheet. I'll email you that sheet, man. I'll email you that sheet. This is like so pretty much the top part here you see here is just shows all the positives of each color. And then what's down here just shows a negative of like what they show here. So pretty much the color I use right now is pretty much perfect. The blue that I'm using, like the cyan color, is like tranquility, authority, wisdom. So pretty much here in this scene is perfect. This blue here just shows that, right now Huck is becoming authoritative to our kid over here. Right now he's just getting it. He's like, oh God, I done messed up now. So now, let me see. Now that he's getting in trouble, what can we use that he's danger? There's a funny thing too with colors, like they even have the same meaning. Let's see, what else? Illusion. I might use purple, but maybe not as well. At the same time, I'm still debating. I don't want to use like neutral colors because then it's just going to be boring and they'll be like, what the heck did this colorist do? I think I might even use, because what does it show? I might use green because this kid just got lucky. All because he did one good thing. Even though, like, he skipped school, but since you stopped the villain, I'm going to let you off on the hook and we're going to have lunch. That's basically what's going on in this scene. Let's see here. How long has it been since I streamed now? It's 47 minutes already? My gosh, dude. Let's see here. Huh. So did you not get costume design instructions? I mean, I colored the previous stuff. I don't know if you mean like the clothing or, I mean, I colored the previous book. So I think right now I just basically have like, what is it? Freedom of doing whatever I want to color. And that's another thing too, is like, I don't like how characters sometimes have like the same color shirts or I don't know, like in cartoons. So I just want to change it up. But at the same time, I want to like signal people like, oh, these are the characters here. If someone wants to jump on this book or a kid and they're like, who are these people? Oh, the orange one is the sidekick, and the light brown. I don't know. I'm thinking like the same logistics as like Power Rangers. Even though kids are smart, it's like they see the same face all the freaking time. At least if a kid just picks up a comic, they're like, "What the heck is this guy, Goose Man? What type of superhero is this? I want like a dark origin story." I think Scott even said one time like the original thing for the character was dark, but he wants it more lighthearted. He wants his like nephew to read his comics. So there's some wholesomeness in the story. I might use like a darker orange. so that way it doesn't get too blended in. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. It's kind of like in the middle between like, what is it? It's between the middle of like orange and brown. What does brown say? What does brown say? Gosh dang it. You know what? I'm going to lock it so that, oh, I'm still so, freaking have the lasso. Let me see. There's no color brown? I just realized there's no color brown. Okay, I guess we're going to use the internet now. So we're on commercial break. Let me see. Color brown. Meaning. What does brown say? Color of stability and relatability. Oh, not relatability. Reliability. See. Symbolizes reliability, stability, honesty, and comfort. Affects, simplifies, protects, grounds, stabilize, yeah, stabilize. Positives, appreciation, support, wisdom, dependability. The negatives, boring, dull, timid, predictable. Um, okay, I think okay, so pretty much the color I had before is perfect because the kid is becoming predictable of his schemes. No, that's too dark. There you go. See, let me tell you, coloring black and white like the 1920s rubber hose animation are a B. Yeah, no, the cartoons back then in the 20s were like a whole new other level, man. I mean, gosh, man. Um, hopefully I'm looking at the camera correctly. But yeah, no, I honestly just animation period. I just feel like whenever I look at animation stuff, it's like another dimension that, you're jumping onto. And it's just something that you can't touch, but you feel. And even the old school ones, like there was just so many things that they're doing. And of course, Disney was a pioneer of that as well. But yeah, man, I think the one that really blows my freaking mind is when they do animation for water. I mean, the water that they did with Fantasia, the animation for the water is just mind blowing. It's like, how the heck did you make like waves so realistic? It's such a cartoon environment. All right, so now this here is when he's letting him know, like, hey, dude, I'm gonna let you come in. It's like you're not in trouble. Well, maybe you are. I don't know. And again, comes with challenges as well when it comes to coloring. Is like the character's hair is blonde, so it's yellow, and it's gonna be a challenge now. Is like now I gotta like hopefully it doesn't get too like I don't like this yellow. This yellow is gonna burn your freaking eyes when you stare at it for far too long. And this is something I learned from graphic design. It's like don't you ever use yellow because yellow it's just gonna irritate your eyes and let me see. It's gonna irritate your eyes if you stare at it for far too freaking long. And he was so right. It's like there's just no debate. Okay, and then let me see what else. What is this? Is this beige? Yeah, this is beige. How interesting. What can we? Let's try this one. I mean, this is nothing. I like the yellow more. So we're sticking with yellow, man. Gotta stick with our colors, dudes. And then I'm gonna change. So the ending here is gonna be green because he got lucky. See, background artists. Back. Let me see. I can't even read. Background artists back when were true masters. Yeah, man. I believe like background artists are like unsung heroes. Literally unsung heroes. Because everyone pays attention to the main character and when he moves and stuff. And the background characters, like the artists have to make sure like it just pans right through like he actually like the character is actually moving. And it's like layers upon layers upon layers upon layers of other stuff that they have to put over. How convenient that emojis are yellow, manipulating human optical perception of psychology. Yes, yes, exactly, Jake. Exactly. They're on to us, man. So let's see here. We're gonna play around with orange, green. Why did I say orange? That's a good. That's a good green color. I was almost gonna say orange again. Got like some freaking tranquil colors over here. We're just experimenting. No, that's too dark. Uh, it's all right. I think I like the other green. Let me look at craft tone. Let's see what they can provide for me, man. Colors do they have? Okay. Again, it's just muted colors. There you go. All right, so I'll just color the background characters. So we got these old couple here. I'll assume that they're old. And I'll just play around with the cell shading and all that fun stuff. Oh my god, what did I do? I know why I did the way that I did it, but whatever. There you go. Kind of looks like she's about to lose, you know, it's about to be widened out. So that's perfect. His hair looks good here. Okay, no difference whatsoever. Let's see. Okay, looks good. I know it's like little things like that should not matter, but it does matter, man. Background characters have purpose and meaning, you know? And we got Neostar Productions in the house, the brilliant star that shines through the night. The jagged rock in the boot of crime. Riser Man stands before you. What's up, Neo? How are you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming by the stream, man. Just watching my process of coloring and stuff, you know. Let me see. Go. How cool. And then we'll make him shaggy. Give him some green pants. Like Scoob. Where are we, man? Let me see. Let me see. Hey, Ichthus. Long time no see. Hope you've been well, pal. Yeah, it's just a lot has changed within my time at work and just life in general. But I'm here. I'm still streaming. I streamed last week, so just want to make sure that I'm still alive and I'm still coloring. Let me see what else. Freaking giving him like camel pants. There you go. His shirt is like the same color, so he has like overalls. There you go. Just give him that. And we'll just give him like the generic. Let's see. Let me look at the cover for it, which I'm super proud of. Let's see, where is the cover? I know I have the cover here. Where's the cover? What the heck? No, this is a thumbnail that I used. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go and use. Do I have it in the same file? Why did I not have the cover in the file? Whatever. Just look at my downloads. Let me see. Why the heck is the cover? Wow, it must be really deep. Really deep hole, dudes. Maybe it's in the document? It has to be in the document. If it's not in the downloads, it's in my document. Yes! It's in my document. Boom! God, I love this cover so much. I'm so proud. Happy how it turned out. So we're going to give him that nice purple guy. So we got the purple guy treatment. See what matches with this color. I'm going to use color wheel from Adobe. Just use this color here. See? So, okay, so it's pretty much the same color here. You know what? Let me change that color because it's bringing too much attention to my eyes. It's like, what's in the purse? What's in the purse? I need to know in the next panel or the page. And it's like, what? No, it doesn't tell me what the purse is in there. Let me see. What does my color wheel tell me? Orange. Let's do orange. Let's get a dark orange here because that's showing me less attention to my eyes. So it's kind of like the brown. So it's kind of like. Let me see. Do I have that in my? Yeah, same color. Boom. Look at that. Huge difference. Does not scream at me. Now let's isolate these guys. Now I'm going to isolate them in the scene here so it doesn't distract you guys. Now let's isolate them. Oh god, that's not the color. It's cyan, guys. Perfect. Let's look at 30%. I like 30% more. Honestly, it's much more better. So we got that out of the way. I mean, we're pretty much close to finishing this page, guys. Is it this one, Neo? Jake, is that what you're talking about? Like the purse is more amber? I think so. I think that is more amber. Let's see. Oh, okay. I'm just looking at the color now. Amber. Ooh, so cool. I might be late to the party from your comment, man. My bad. The sidekick's cut or oh, okay. The sidekick's orange. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to make it look amberish because his color scheme is orange. I really like this yellow though. I'm just so happy how it just turns out. Excuse me. Let me see. Perfect. Okay, so now they're isolated. It's not too distracting. Oh, what else? I like the green. So I'm going to now create another layer. I'm going to lock that really quick. Unlock the colors. I'm going to do shadows just to give more personality to this piece here. Oh, I just realized I did not color his shoulder for his shirt and his collar. My gosh, man. Gosh, man. Thank goodness I'm not fired. I'm just kidding, dudes. Consistency. Consistency. Okay. Okay. Now let's go and do that. Let me see. That deep vanilla yellow is one of my faves from the '90s. Man, I don't know, Jake. For you being like an artist in a comic book who has like black and white, like you have very specific ways of seeing colors, and you have a good knowledge of colors, man. Creamy vanilla, even better. No, creamy vanilla. Oh my gosh, I love creamy vanilla with I love the mix with orange with cream, and it just tastes so good, man. It just tastes so good, and I think I unintentionally like made it just this nice creamy orange shirt of a freaking popsicle. Who knows? But yeah, no, this is my faves. Let me see here. What else do we have? I don't know if you guys hear any rain in the background, but it's starting to rain over here. I think is it rain? Okay, no, I might have overreacted. It might be the wind. Since now we're getting a little bit cooler now over here in South Florida. So I'm happy about that, especially since now we're at the fall. We're gonna be at winter soon. Usually winter would come like December, maybe even late December, or after December, which is like February. I could be wrong. I suck at dates, but yeah, we get our winter like either on the day of or later. What else? Am I missing anything else? Yes, I forgot to color his vanilla shoulders. Oh. I saw on your Twitter that you've posted new art, and I was like, "Holy cow, man! This looks intense." Like, it was a piece with Riser Man getting pinned by a huge freaking robot and another villain that I'm guessing he's controlling the robot. That looked freaking rad, dude. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. There we go. Now I'm gonna go and use like the lasso tool, not the lasso, but the poly. I don't know why it's called poly. Who knows? I don't do science, but because when I think about the word poly, I'm thinking about a parrot that wants a cracker. Go. Boom. See, that's right. How could I forget? How did you get through the hurricane when it made landfall? So I'm from South Florida, so thank God I didn't get hit. I got hit with a tropical storm, and I got to stay home from work at least 2 days because I think the first day it was just nonstop raining, nonstop raining on Tuesday last week, and then um Wednesday it was starting to get like heavy wind, and it was nice. Like again, we never had this much wind here in South Florida. It's just usually humid. So it was really windy, but I mean like so windy, like all the dead trees are like hanging. There was so much debris of those dead palms around the road because of this heavy wind, and there was like a tornado warning. So imagine it's like Hurricane Ian is like not even hitting us, but the tropical storm was with tornadoes attached to it. So it was pretty wild. Um, I know there was one that hit like an airport that's not too far from me. So that was pretty close, especially where we meet up at work. So that was a close call. Um, but yeah, man. I mean, overall, you know, I didn't get hit by the hurricane, but those that are more up north, they got hit, and I know like a few creators like Ginge, and as well as the other creator who did oh my god, what's that comic? That was one of those comics I really wanted to read. Let me see. I'm gonna go to Kickstarter really quick, dudes, and look at my. Yeah, Ginge told me he was okay, so I was happy about that. I checked on him because he's one of my Florida bros, and I believe it was the Magic Wand. Let me double check. Is there a comic? Let me put comic. Let's see. Let me look in Twitter. Because he's another dude that had such a fantastic book, too. His Magic Wand. I'm not even logged on to Twitter, but anyways, he's another one. He lives in Naples, so he got hit, but he was okay. Like he's safe and his family is okay. It's just that what was it? Um, he has to be. He's helping out the community that unfortunately got hit with the hurricane and stuff. But let's see. So that's as far as I remember so far from all my Florida bros. And we got Delicate Arts in the chat. Hey, Delicate, thanks for coming by the stream and hanging out with us. Yeah, check out with Delicate's art because her stuff is fantastic. I mean, she got featured in like a few pieces with Tyler's campaign, The Girl with the Mega Fist, and she got a really really cool art style. It's very rad. It has that retro '90s or '80s anime look to it, and I mean you could tell from her profile pic. It looks awesome. Looks fantastic. Glad that you're okay, pal. Thank you so much, Neil. I appreciate that. I love this comment you made, Jake. I had to know if my alligator bro hadn't flown from the swamp. Oh man, that's fantastic. Oh man. Oh, that's good. There's a you are so kind. Well, thanks for coming by, Delicate. There's a thing. Is like if I see like people that are coming here the first time, especially if I seen your work, I gotta give a shout out. I gotta give a shout out. I think we're good so far. Now I'm gonna put shadows in certain scenes. Here's a cover. I love this freaking cover so much, guys. You have no idea. I was just so happy the end result. So here is. Did I add some shadows to? Yes, I did. For the flock here. Excuse me. Oh, let's see what else. Let me actually change the color really quick. I just noticed that I did not change the skin tone of the first panel of the Gosling. Okay, now you could see him. Okay, what else? Now we got to do shadows. So I'm gonna lock this layer here of colors. See, that's not it. This is it. So I got like my cheat sheet. See, indeed, Ichthus, Delicate's work is always a delight. In all fairness, I only have so much to post. Yeah, no, Neo. I'm just so happy I got to read your new comic with Mrs. H. That comic was so fantastic, man. I had so much fun reading it. I wonder if Delicate ever did fan art? If she did, man, I gotta check it out. I wonder if she did a fan art of freaking oh my god. My brain is going blank right now and so embarrassing. Um Riserman. I wonder if she did a Riserman fan art. Because if she did, oh my gosh, it would look fantastic. I think she did. Correct me if I'm wrong, Delicate. See, I'm only on Newgrounds now. It feels good to be off Twitter, but the FOMO is real. FOMO? I feel like this is code. All right, I'll double check with you on that, Jake. But if you guys want to contact me and stuff for work and all this, especially you, Jake, especially you that you said that we'll be like pen pals. Let me put my email address because this is for business inquiries, but you guys are free to like contact me. Fear of missing out. Okay, okay. Thank you, Jake. Thank you. I know we're like at the same age, so I just feel like a boomer sometimes whenever I read like little initials. Let me see. I want to double check before I even sent it out. Let me put business inquiries. There you go. So this is how you guys will get in contact with me. All right. Whether it be coloring work, I think that's basically the only service I can give you guys is coloring work. Or if you want a flatter, you can hit me up doing flats. But yeah, Jake, just hit me up so that way I can hook you up with this here. I mean, yeah, you could Google search it, but it was such a mission just to get this to save as a file. So for you guys, this is like my cheat sheet. Excuse me. This is my cheat sheet to like know like the meaning of colors and stuff. Because this was pretty much a good help. What was going on with these scenes here, so you have an idea what's going on. So yeah, dudes, if you want this little cheat sheet here, just email me and say, hey, Ichthus, I want that cheat sheet you have. I will give it to you, no problem. This is not mine, but it just gives you an idea and a like psychological thing of like what does color mean. The only thing though that it does not have, which I noticed while I was streaming, it does not have the color brown, which is pretty common. I'm surprised there's not a brown color in this cheat sheet, but you can Google search it. You can just put color meaning of brown, and it's gonna give you that. No freaking way. Guys, we got Jay Esvin in the house. Dude, you're a total pro now. Thank you so much, Jay. Just hearing it from you, man. Just hearing it from you. Just your coloring work. Jeez Louise, man. Thanks, man. How are you doing, Jay? How are you freaking doing? I am away from freaking Discord because Discord does not want me to log onto my new phone. But how are you doing, Jay? Guys, freaking check out Aerosol. See, even Jake is surprised. That's how big it is. Guys, check out Aerosol. Um, God, now I'm gonna do a commercial break. Guys, Jay is like a freaking. I'm telling you right now, he's a powerhouse right now. That's all I'm gonna say. How are you freaking doing, dude? Holy crap, man. Thanks for surprising me. There's the aerosol comic. Gosh dang it! Wow, I am terrible. I misspelled comic. I put coic. You have aerosol and tapas too? What is this, man? This is wild. I just found out now that he posted it on tapas. I know he has it on. I know freaking was it Webtoons? Gosh dang it, man. Where is it? Because I know it's like an exclusive. Like you got to pay a subscription to read. Gosh dang it. I'm like, I'm gonna put tapas because it is just like his stuff is great, guys. I'm telling you right now. Check out Aerosol. There's AJ doing all right, working with a small publishing house called Voice Me. Okay, that's awesome, man. Dude, it's Macroverse. Okay, you see, this is I gotta think of like McDonald's and Big Mac. Macroverse. Okay, thank you, Jay. Macroverse. I mean, dudes, if you check out Macroverse website, you'll see Jay's work there. It's literally right there. I'm gonna freaking go and share it to you guys. That's how legitimate Jay is right now, dudes. Let me see. Macroverse. There. Right there. Literally the third panel on the right. It's his stuff. What the heck, dude? They even animated your stuff? That's freaking insane. Holy crap, dude. Dang, man. This is sick. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Get a free NFT comic. Wow. Wow, let's just play this. Let's just play some nostalgia after watching that. Freaking, what the heck was that thing? Freaking zoo books? Yeah, basically, let's watch a zoo book commercial. All right. Now that I hyped everybody up to go check out your stuff, dude, let me go and drop it here. Let me go and share my screen now. Show what I'm working on. Uh, Let me see. What else? Let me see. Trying to catch up with the chat. So happy seeing your color work, man. Thanks, man. Thanks, Jay. Thanks for checking out. Glad that you're doing good, dude. See, that reminds me, I need to look into non-copyright music. I think the term is like, what is it called? I think it's like commercial use, not commercial use. I know for sure you can hit up Tyler because he's the guy for you to get like non-copyrighted music, especially with that stream that he did about what was it, advertising and stuff. It's good stuff. I got to like finally listen to the whole thing down while I was working. So yeah. So yeah, Jay, this is what I'm working on now. I'm working on issue 5 of The Flock. So it has like a much more newer art style. It has this Bruce Timm like um vibe to it, and I just want to give it like a more saturated color. And it's perfect too since it's more for kids. I really want to do that. Give it that look. Royalty free. Thank you, Jake, for your knowledge. Royalty free. Let's see. Why not Fiverr? Oh, are you just answering like Neo's question? Does that like hire like a freelancer from Fiverr? See, worth a shot. Hopefully, they have some funk tracks. Yeah, no, like with these royalty free songs, like based on genre, it gives you just like a sample. And I think like most of them are like a minute long, maybe even shorter, like 30 seconds, which is enough just to like put it in a trailer. And sometimes too, like they make these songs more like easy to loop over. So yeah, man, just look into it, man. It's gonna help you out a lot. Oh man, I got very excited. Thanks guys so much for coming by the stream, dudes. You guys are making me so excited. Just talking about comics and what I'm working on. Just catching up with you dudes. So I'm just gonna add some shadows here. Hopefully it doesn't look too. I'm gonna add some shadows to his chin here. I don't know, hoping they won't think like it's just like I guess goatee. Okay, and then okay, it looks good. Hmm. Okay, let me see here. Oh gosh, dang it! I just noticed it looks like I know it just looks like a shadowy booger now. That's so funny. I don't know. There's like a piece of snot over his thing. I guess what we could do, we can keep that. I guess we'll just leave his nose alone. Mm-hmm. See here. Excuse me, guys. Hmm. Okay, so now let's put some shadows onto our boy here. I shrink this down. This looks too much, especially if it's just a shadow behind the ear. You know what? I can do that. This here. This here. What else? Ooh, there's some wrinkles here, so I'm going to add some shadows to add some effects to the wrinkles, right? It's going to be fun. We're going to have fun with this piece, guys. This is a fun part now. I'm just adding like shadows now. Excuse me. Just adding shadows to this piece just to give more depth to it. Doesn't look too boring. Okay. All right, let me see. All right. Excuse me, dudes. We're going to go like a little bit like that amber. Amber. It's not amber. See, Jake is contagious, man. It's like you're gonna pick up words that you just recently learned, and you're gonna use it out of context. Let me see. Did I ever use any shadows? Yes, I did. Perfect. There's my cheat sheet right here, guys. So a trick for shadows that um, I learned, and this was like when I was commissioned to do a piece for um, global frequency for what was it? For Neff, Frequency Girl, and their artists. Yeah, their artist. Pretty much, he was helping me out, like little tricks here and there. And this dude like learned art from Harvard, so it's pretty legit. He's an artist from Harvard, so he graduated with fine arts, and he wants to do comic book work. So he showed me tricks on like how to do shadows and stuff, and usually the most common thing to use are the three to use for shadows. Yeah, I miss Garrett. There you go. Thank you, Jake. Garrett. Yeah, man, I miss Garrett. Garrett was awesome. He's like a very chill dude, and he doesn't have social media either. So there's just no way. But Garrett told me like if you want anything if you want any advice of coloring and stuff or to help you progress with your coloring and stuff, just tell Aaron that you want to talk to me and I'll help you out with anything. So it was just having a moment with Garrett was awesome. Was it Garrett or was it? I think I'm mixing up people now. No, I think it was Garrett. You know what? Let me just go all the way back. But yeah, man, it was awesome talking to him. But yeah, back to my lesson. So just to do shadows, there's dark. I think I even have my notes. I don't know if I have my notes still, but I remember for shadows you use dark purple, dark brown, and I believe it was dark red. So see, I think this is it. I could be wrong because it's been forever since I used notepads. But yeah, it was dark red, actually dark brown, dark purple, and I think it's dark red. So that honestly helped a lot when I wrote it in my notes, and it's just subconscious. Like I just subconsciously just automatically just did it like that. Like that's just dark brown right here. Let me see. Let's look. Go back here on one of these pages. Like here, this is literally like close to a dark reddish thing, and it's complementary to. Well, not complementary. Complementary colors are more like the opposite of the color spectrum. I believe what I'm trying to say is like an analog. But you know, they really help with each other. So let's go and add some shadows. Let me lock the colors so I don't mix up my layers. Go. But yeah, Garrett's awesome. He's a really great artist. He even told me too, like how he learned coloring and stuff, and just him learning how to do digital coloring was just it's basically in reverse. Like when you paint, you usually use brighter colors and then you slowly go darker. But when he did digital colors, like, and it was the same thing with me too. And with digital colors, he used dark colors first, and then he goes lighter, slowly but surely progressive. You have some wrinkles over here, here. Okay. Ooh, that could be a problem. Let me see. Yeah, they're pretty much almost alike. Okay, so I might need to like play around with the colors. That's fine, but I want to finish at least finish wrinkling his shirt before we make any drastic changes. Gosh dang, can I move this? There we go. Sorry I got quiet, guys. I just once I'm on focus mode on like coloring and stuff, I am just becoming quiet and I'm just focused. Like now I'm like okay. Let me go and get this one here and then I'm gonna attend to you guys on the chat. Okay. Say, dude, you are working. You are gonna go quiet sometimes. Yeah, man. No worries. I'm working too. All right, cool. So y'all just lurking. I appreciate you lurking and listening to my nonsense. Let me see. But yeah, man. Yeah, no, I miss Garrett. Hope he's doing all right. What else? There we go. Just little fixes here and there. Now I gotta put into shadows into like his shirt here. Pretty much like that. There we go. That's all right. Let's see how it looks from the coloring spectrum. Yeah, this is perfect. Let's try a little bit darker. I don't want to get too over exaggerated. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Let me see. Let me look at the difference between the two. Okay, I think I like that one more because it's a little exaggerated to the shadows, but I dig it. Yeah, it looks fantastic, man. So happy. Now I gotta work on his Huck shirt, aka the Goose Man. Let's see. I think it's like the same thing, a little more darker orange. Or not even orange. What am I even talking about? Let's see if we can find something close to that color as my reference. This one, that's pretty close. Yeah, that's exactly the same color. So do that. Just gotta add some. Oh gosh. So I'm just gonna add some shadows into all the cross hatching that Gino made. Then oops. Let me see here. Yeah, this is perfect. I think I'm just gonna add shadow to it just to give a more dramatic look to it. So let's do that. Let's give it more dynamic shadow scene. Save my progress, of course. There you see. Seeing people work is really motivating. Ah, thank you, Delicate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, no, I love watching people like their whole progress, and even in real time, it helps a lot. Especially like for me, who I'm learning how to draw again. I like to watch Daniel Warren Johnson, and like you literally see him like draw, like he just freaking sketches like a madman, and then you see him ink, and he inks so fast, but it's I don't know, it's just fluid. Um, it's just really cool. I really enjoy watching other artists, especially other colors too. I even watch time lapses too, and I can just catch like little things here and there that I can use as a reference tool for all the other for all like other art styles that I'm looking into, like Brett Booth. Who else? There's another artist that I really like, and that he has that classic, like the golden age art style with a new flavor to it. I even was coloring it last night. I could find it if it's in my history. I guess I opened so much stuff like it's out. Let me see if I can find it in my files. Where the heck is my? It's not it. There we go. It's not in here. That's weird. I always put like so I have a file whenever like I want to color a piece. I usually save a file and I make sure that I pretty much like put in the artist name and as well as the inker, so that way I give proper credit. And I just leave a link in the description down below so you guys can check their stuff out. There we go, Jacob Edgar. So if you check out Jacob Edgar, he has a really cool art style, and he does stuff for DC Comics. I don't know if he does Marvel, but he does DC work. He did some Batman stuff for the Batman new animated series, I believe. Not new animated series, but he did the animated series. I think a short comic, but yeah, no, I really like his stuff. He even did some Superman work. So I see. So finishing details, and I'm done with my page. Awesome, Jake. Yeah, continue on, dude. Let's see. Thank you, Delicate. It really pops. Thank you so much. Yeah, I love. I'm the type of dude that I love saturated colors, and especially like this here. This is like my cheat sheet, so it just helps me out like what to think and like what to do in these pages. Especially now that it's like this comic is more influenced to like the 50s, so like golden age comics. So I just want to make sure that like this is like how can I say I basically captured what Scott wanted. He wanted like a golden age look to it, but with like cell shaded to cell shaded colors in the mix of it. And I'm just very happy how it turned out, and I'm glad that I captured something that he really enjoys. And just coloring this comic here is really fun. Let me see. Daniel Warren Johnson blows my hair back so much. the hairline softens every time. Yeah, dude. Yeah, no, his work is freaking ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. I actually bought some of the stuff he uses, and it's fun to experiment too with like inking options. Let me just switch the camera here. It's really fun. He has really like fun stuff that he experiments. This pretty much I use to like widen out any inks that I don't like. It's like everything is like Japanese stuff. This is like for a more finer line to it. Actually, no, it's not. This is not it. I use that. This is like one of the tools that on one of his videos. This one here is more finer line to it. Like you could tell over here, this gets in focus and not like this. Like this is like used to like create eyelashes. So, but I mean, again, you could do finer line detail to it. And I bought this, but it turns out like it's like a fountain pen, so I gotta like unscrew it and put like ink into it. So I just didn't get the chance to do it yet. I think that's it so far, what I bought for myself. Say sweet thank you. You are welcome, Delicake. Let me see. Yet to read Ghost Fleet, but Murder Falcon is just raw. Dude, oh my gosh, man. Murder Falcon, when I read issue one, I'm like, holy crap, man, this is fan freaking tastic. This is the comic I wanted to read that I wish existed, and it did. It freaking did. I need to finish reading it, man. What was it? I think Gary was the one who told me. Gary is a huge fan of Daniel Warren Johnson and his colorist. And Garrett was the one who actually introduced me to his colorist, and I look into his stuff and I study his work. Amazing, man. His stuff, his color work is so like complements so well with Daniel Warren Johnson's stuff of like his crazy line work. It's, but yeah, man. Um, so yeah, dudes, this is insane, man. It's about to be like 8 hours. 8 hours. What am I talking about? 2 hours. I'm sorry, guys. My brain is just everywhere right now. I don't think it's cool to like end the stream until we hit like the 2 hour mark. Let me see here. Let me look. Just want to make sure that, just want to finish something before we end the stream here. All right, so now what we're going to do next is, I think orange would be good, right? We'll give it a nice dark orange color. Help complement it. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to go too crazy with his hair because I know like the artist just like did a lot of this, and I'm not gonna touch that. There you go. Now it looks like hair. Okay. Let's see. You read DWJ's new wrestling, bro, bro. Is that even a question? Yes, I have read "Do a Power Bomb." Oh my gosh, man! What a freaking masterpiece, man! I love it. Issue one is chef's kiss. Chef's kiss, man. Like it's one of those fun action-packed comics that has a good and emotional story. Um, the art, freaking DWJ did a fantastic job. Just I don't know, he just made like something of a comic that's two dimensional in like a 3D aspect, and his like panel work. Oh my gosh, man! And just seeing him just doing like his comics live stream, just to get a little tease at one of his pages he's working on. Gosh dang it, man! It's fantastic. I think he's almost done with it too. I think it's like a 5 or 6 mini issue series. But my gosh, man, I totally recommend this comic to you guys. Even if you're not a wrestling fan, the story is so good, man. Got me hooked. But yeah, dudes, I think it's the longest I ever done as live stream just doing this. But it's just thanks to you guys that you got to hang out with me and I get to chat with you guys. We got to catch up. I got to catch up with a lot of you guys and some new faces. So yeah, dudes. So thank you all so much for watching the stream. You guys ooze of excellence as always. Thank you guys for watching either beginning, middle, or friggin' the end if you watch this pre-recorded, guys. Remember, you guys can inquire me to do coloring work or doing flats through my email at inquireichthys@gmail.com. I know some people can't read it. They'll call me Itchy5. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them. It's not an easy name. It's not an easy name to read. But yeah, dudes. Thank you all so much. I'll put that down the stream. If you guys want this cheat sheet of this coloring that I use as my reference, don't be shy. Let me go all the way back just to make sure that, I'm feeling lazy. I don't want to type my name again. But for the sake of it, I guess so, because I can't find it no more. It's buried with so many awesome comments. So, inquireichthys@gmail.com for business inquiries, guys. Make sure I did that right. There you go, dudes. Okay? Have an awesome weekend, guys. Thanks for coming by. You guys have made my day. And hope you guys stay excellent as always. God bless you guys.